So there is a boulder beetle. I was hoping that you weren't in too much of a danger zone. Okay, that works. Rinse and repeat, or not, never mind. Honestly, I apologize for even thinking about it. Oh, I stepped into my own blast there. Great job, me. Just brilliant work. We do intelligent things here on this channel, of course. It's what we're known for. Okie dokie. Well, before we head back down, let's read this ID scroll. Maybe that changes my life in a meaningful capacity. Or just finds enchant weapon. Hey, at least hits a free inventory slot. So how about that? Drop both these sons of guns while we're at it. There we go. Isn't inventory management nice on kitties? Sure, you're gonna die just constantly and feel terrible about it, but no inventory management, eh? Pretty sweet deal. Okie dokie. I maybe don't want to head down this stairwell, but do I have any alternatives? I guess maybe one of the other upstairs is slightly safer, most namely this one down here that's not right next to a rook. Not you? Yes, you. Let's try it out, shall we? I mean, a moccasin seems like a real treat in this day and age. That's something I can deal with. That's something I'm emotionally, capable and prepared to handle. A rogue wandering about the level freely? Not so much. Get me out of there. At least it seems like she doesn't have any more might potions, because I'm assuming that's where that earlier might effect came from. And you absolute fool. Isn't that embarrassing, my roly-poly friend? So yeah, that's not a very mana-efficient way to deal with problems in life, and in fact, I don't know if that's really going to work out for us. We do know that Arug is on the move now, so maybe this is a slightly safer entry point. He says with utmost confidence, just saying it with his chest. Okay. Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, who invited you? Are you gonna roll around the corner? I guess not. Where did you go, my friend? Ah, that answers that question. Let's put in a quick blocker there. Oh, and then our Fulminant Prism explodes and does 0 damage. Heck yeah. Perfect. Just like we drew up. Let's put this between us. 12 magic points? No. Well, folks, this is our life now. Till Zot finds us 16,000 turns of just living in the purgatory of fighting against boulder beetles. Isn't that just the dream, really, at the end of the day here? Unfortunately, I have to be careful, because if we're too close to where Arug is calling home, then we are going to start running into issues. I guess, okay, one thing we can do. Actually, new plan. I blow up a Fulminant Prism here. Anyone hear that? Was this like tree falling in the forest shenanigans going on? So I kind of was counting on people hearing that and running this way. Or not, that's cool too. Maybe I just take this as my moment of truth. Can at least get to this stairwell. Wave of Frost passes over us. Am I gonna do an ice cave? I mean, I have 1 pip of cold resistance thanks to our thick fur, so there is that going for us. It's Lair 4 experience level 12. You know what, let's at least find it. I like having the opportunity, the option, if we so desire. So that doesn't seem like the end of the world. Of course, we'll see how it goes before I make any truly bold claims in that regard. Oh, hello, friend. Nice to see you here. Oh gosh, you're taking way more mana to fight than I expected. Oof, oof, oof. But I'm feeling much better about this. Let's do it. And what do we have? Death Yak Simulacrum, 42 extra cold damage. Death Yak Simulacrum, 42 extra cold damage. Death Yak Simulacrum. And a wolf. Cool. 42 health on those Sons of Guns as well. I mean, we could do like a couple of these and see how that goes. Oh, it's like almost okay. Damned with faint praise and all of that. You're saying there's a chance though. Oh, why did you attack my Fulton prison? How dare... Oh, Jesus. I did not mean to step up. Again, I thought I pressed X there. Okay, 12 health on you, my friend. Let's make sure X is up before I start moving. An Elephant Simulacrum deals a bunch of damage because they hit multiple times. 27 health, though, isn't too shabby. How are we looking? Statue form is down to 19% now, so that means we can bring it down to something like 16 by removing our ring. How wild and wacky are we feeling today? Do I dare try and take down this ice cave? At least the majority of simulacrums have low health, so as long as I can get off some damage, it's not the end of the world. In fact, these buddies, I mean, they're immune to cold, sure. This son of a gun is supposed to pierce through, resistant to cold. I don't know about immune. That is an interesting question. I guess we have the Quicksilver wand, but that seems a bit wasteful at this stage. I'm kind of curious, what's the range on this son of a gun? Oh, it's a 7-tiler? Now that's nice. You know what, let's kill this simulacrum. Damage the other. Is this another wolf? It is. I'm gonna risk wasting some money here. I was hoping for magic. Resistance and invisibility seems nice. Sure. Then I can drink one of my magic potions manually. And let's keep blasting these sons of guns into the next lifetime, shall we? Beautiful. Great work. Troll Simulacrum? Sure. Why not? Don't see how that could possibly backfire in my face. Actually, surprisingly effective work on our part. Okay, maybe this is where we start chilling out a little bit, though. I'm relying a lot on our invisibility here when we do need to regain magic points at some point down the road. There we go. And then we can murder everyone. Whoop whoop. Okay. Raising Wraith, 24 extra cold damage, 16 and 24, 15. Don't like those numbers. 16 and 24 extra cold. Nope. Not a fan. I mean, you kids are normal speed at least? Maybe? I don't know about you, Ice Devil, actually. You seem like the type that could be a bit faster on your feet. Regardless, get absolutely blasted into next week. Feel a bit more experience times 2. Heck yeah, brother. Okay, Harpy Simulacrums. 21 health is easy. 39 health on the Hydra. Also relatively straightforward. I'm okay with this. Just okay, though. Still not quite as competent as I'd like to be, but hey, we're gaining experience. Oh, I say as I accidentally wait a turn, doing absolutely nothing. Just brilliant tactical maneuver on my point at the end of the day here. I wouldn't expect, you know, the average person to understand just how 5-head that was. Truly brilliant. And there we go. At least we kill you. Friend hasn't quite noticed us, so we do have time to regain magic there. Oh, Fetibus, how dare you? And where the heck? Oh, there you are. Of course, my bad. At least you only have touch damage, so I will abuse that to my heart's content and keep running away here. like the brave little kitty I am. Perfect. In fact, let's do one of these real quick, and that does in fact do the trick. We're at 16% on statue form. If I remove this ring, 13%. Okay, it's definitely low enough that I should at the very least learn it and put it here. And let's see, that does bring us up to 30 AC. That's so nice. I guess Dex +4, AC +4 helps out a great deal with our general survivability when we don't have, you know, statue form at our disposal. What can I do until that? I wish that I had an int plus ring. +6 intelligence right now would definitely make that fully castable, fully operational, as it were. I guess I could just go with Dex. 1 whole evasion point. Whoop. No real need for willpower in this cave, I don't think. Ready to potentially be proven wrong in that regard. But that seems like a relatively safe assumption. Now you, my 3-headed pal, can come right this way. Step on up, my friend. And Ice Devil, we're gonna really, I was about to say slow play this, and then, wouldn't you know it, I accidentally did something stupid. Shocker. At least I'm faster than you, and again, you're just touch damage. You should really work on that, my friend. There are much better ways to ruin people's lives. Not that I want to really give you too much advice in that department. I'm happy to see it. Get me out of here just far enough so that we can recover all of our magic points. And okie dokie. It's an exercise in patience playing Felid. As long as we can survive long enough to get ourselves back to a comfortable point, back to, you know, rolling in the deep here, we should do okay at the very least. Maybe not great. I'm not going to get too big for my britches here, but okay is a decent enough goal for us to try to accomplish here. Hopefully you don't try and destroy this Fulton Prism. How dare you? Perfect. And this is definitely turning out to be a nice little bit of experience, bringing statue form down real fast to being castable, so you do love to see it. We're not going to rush too fast to get that on in this cave, because I am very much enjoying so far using our fast move speed to take care of these sons of guns. You're very fast. Hate that. Hate basically everything about that. Let's just try and kill you. Perfect. Never a doubt in my mind. Hopefully we get another life soon. I always lose track. I mean, generally it's like... Actually, what is it? It's every 4 levels? That doesn't sound quite right, but something like that. The flip side, of course, is when you start losing levels due to deaths, that everything just gets completely messed up and I no longer know what to believe in life anymore. That's fine. Ooh, a dire elephant. Now you, my friend, can probably deal one heck of a lot of damage. You are slow, though. Thankfully. There's hope. I have some faith, trust, and just a wee bit of pixie dust, of course. But another anaconda. No longer have quite as much faith. There we go. We do manage to take you out, though, at the end of the day. Not too shabby. And Ice Devil, if you could come right this way, please and thank you. Come one, come all. See the show tonight. And rinse and repeat. This is both of our lives now, honestly. You and I are in this together, Ice Devil. I hope you're happy. Beautiful. Oh, jeez Louise. You really came out of the blue there, my friend. You know, I was thinking about it in my head that we were way too close to this corner for resting up and something's bound to come around. I was expecting an anaconda simulacrum, if we're being honest. So at the end of the day, if it's just a wolf son of a gun, then that's not too bad. I'm happy to see it. What was this one? Polar bear. Hello, my friend. Again, accidentally casting IMB when I'm trying to put down a fulminant. Whoopsie daisies. And is the ugly thing meant to be the big boss here, do we think? 6 damage, cover ground quickly. It could be. I think that would be a fair assessment. You're a strong boy. Seems fair enough. Bunch of ice devils and one giant ugly thing all wrapped up in a hard to swallow burrito. Do you know what? I'm just gonna leave you kids to it. Don't mind me, excuse me, pardon me. I'm just going about my day here. Nothing weird going on. Just being a cat. What can I say? That's the life. Okay, we do manage to recover though, and that makes me feel slightly better. Until we take more damage than I intended, but get absolutely trounced, my friend. And that should just about do it. Beautiful. Again, take our time. Slow and steady here, my friends. And maybe, just maybe, our cat lives to see another day. You only live 9 times, of course. And perfect. Again, at some point that ugly thing is gonna bear its ugly face, but until that eventuality... Why, hello there. You wouldn't believe it, I was just talking about you. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? Get wrecked, my friend. Oh, geez. Okay. What's waiting for us here? Treasures? Wealth beyond belief? Polar vortex? Ooh. Maybe we do end up training ice magic this run. Don't really know if I want to use polar vortex too much. It's interesting for sure. Well, you at least will get slightly blasted. And once more, slightly blasted. Beautiful. Nethack simulacrums. I mean, we've dealt with your kind before. I'm not feeling super confident about it. Let's not get too wild and wacky here. But should have some semblance of hope. Some minor amount of faith in our abilities to deal with you. Similar with the Ice Devil, of course. Actually, I should be fairly confident now with the Ice Devil, seeing as how we've murdered how many of them by this stage? I feel like 7, 8? Some absurd number. And... so freaking close. Now here's where I make all my money back. So first of all, we get out of sight range because I do not want those alarm traps going off. Then, second of all here, we just do a little bit of this action. Don't you feel stupid now, my statue friend? Oh gosh, where did you come from? Almost blasted you into an alarm trap by accident. That would not have been ideal. Similarly with you, my friend. Please get away from there. It seems like this hallway was basically made for fulminant prisms, though, with all these sweet little cubby holes, the secret escape hatches to send them down. Absolutely fantastic. And then, did we get you feel more experienced? I feel like you'd be dead by now. Oh, there we go. You feel more experienced. And look at that. No longer with us. Oh, +2 crystal plate armor of resistance. Just what I wanted to see here. But hey, we managed to make it through the ice cave, only pulling out a bit of our hair. But statue form is now fully castable. 9% is good enough for me for sure. I might not actually use it against a lot of the lair enemies, because as long as we're faster than them, I don't really give a dang, and can instead just be cheesy as all get up. Oh, hello, my Komodo Dragon friend. Did not see you there, honestly. Let's be slightly cautious with this, shall we? Just a smidge. Jeez Louise. You feel like it's hard, or you feel like I had to use Fulminant Prism when I was doing Jin, now I can't stop? You definitely have a bit of a point there. I may or may not have deeply ingrained Fulminant Prism as the be-all end-all in my head. I mean, can you blame me though? Just look at us go. And there's an extra life as well. Fantastic. Let's turn ourselves to stone to deal with a little frog action here, and back into the realm of the living. Feeling alive, feeling confident, just confident enough to probably get myself murdered in horrendous fashion in some silly way in the future, but let's not worry too much about that. We can instead kill our Hydra pal here, and let's check in. So Transmutation's just about at its set limit here. Earth Magic will continue to come up a little bit on the back end to give statue form that last bit of castability, and then we probably will want to start training like some unarmed combat, maybe some fighting. Every tiny bit of health helps, I guess, at the end of the day. Game also very much wants us to go with an ice magic approach, seeing as how that's just every other book that we're coming across here. And I'm not against it, obviously. It seems like that could be a decent eventuality for us in the future. And you know what, let's pack ourselves in here. Ooh, I was kind of hoping to blast all of you into the Fulminant Prism. Regardless, gets the job done, and we do indeed love to see it, and we'll keep moving forward here in Lair 4. Scared for when we eventually have to make the return trip up, because who knows where Urug is at this stage in the game. Fighting Zero. Again, it's incremental. I like to argue both sides, where we have no health, so what's the point? Also, we have no health, so every little bit helps. That way I can never be wrong, right? Just hold two opposing opinions with die-hard gusto, and nobody can ever beat you in a fight. It's that easy. Winning debates is super straightforward. You just have to be dumb enough to imagine that you're always correct. Don't know where my brain was going with that one, honestly. Didn't have a lot of legs to stand on, but hey. Let's, regardless, instead focus on continuing to stay alive here as much as we possibly can. That's at least the dream, the goal, the vision for our future. We'll see how well it goes. I do not want to be put to sleep, though. That sounds like a nightmare ready and willing to happen. Oh, that's not the right key. Let's try that again. Turn ourselves to stone in case said cheat put us to sleep. And I'm glad we did so. Completely surrounded there coming down. And rinse and repeat. This is probably the last time I do it with these kiddos. And that should do the trick. Though, fantastic. Only minor terrifying events here. Let's see. Only one of you should be able to make it back up to me in time if I just keep being. Nope, I just keep rinse and repeat until you're dead. That works too, honestly. I'm not against that. Let's also double check. So we're at 47 health. When I go statue, 61. Woo, a whole 61 health. It's like we're a level 7 of any other species. Well, still, I don't mean to complain. At the end of the day, it's the best we're going to get, and I'm happy to see it. Any amount of survivability. I mean, having 31 AC is about all I could ask for in life. You know what? Let's actually expedite this process with a bit of Fulminant Prism action. I was expecting some crowds to come at us, but guess not so much. Then back on the road we go. Lots of rhyme drakes, huh? I'm sensing a wee bit of a theme going on here at the moment. Jeez, okay, that was more damage than I intended to take. You, my friend, might actually be a problem. I was hoping that our resistance to cold would help us, but I guess that just brings us down from a 39 to a 19 damage. So maybe not the most reliable option for staying alive. Oh my gosh, it's so close. And that should do it. I will turn to stone for dealing with this son of a gun while we're at it. And maybe, just maybe, that gets us the leverage we need. Fantastic. Run into our little dead end here just to heal up. And not too shabby. Oh, geez. Can't afford to fail that too many times in a row, of course. But not the end of the world, either one way or another. In fact, Earth Magic's still coming up a bit. It's at 6%, hey? Feel like that's good enough for a transmutation for now. So we'll just let Earth Magic hit that next bit, and we will instead move on to train some unarmed and some fighting as well. Let's get some survivability under our belt, shall we? For once, let's focus on survivability instead of just rolling dice at every given opportunity and just assuming that it'll all work out, because when has that ever gone poorly for us in the past, right? And fantastic. Should be able to clear through the rest of the basic lair area here without too much trouble at the end of the day. Hey, Dr. Pirate. It's been a hot minute. Happy to see you, though. Hope you're having a great weekend. Always lovely to have you around. Welcome, welcome. How are we looking down this way? Let's try that on for size, shall we? We've got this, you and I. Come on, Cataly. Never a doubt in my mind. The one true savior the dungeon needed is one fluffy friend. Not too shabby, though. Statue form definitely still huge MVP status. I do need to start being a little more cautious with all the dream sheep here. They put me to sleep at an inopportune moment. I'm just gonna have to hope that the blasts from our prisms are enough to take care of business. And indeed, they do manage to help out before it becomes an issue, so I'm happy to see it. What can I do with you, Kiddlywinks, hey? That should get a good blast in. Does alright. I guess let's end transformation so that I can actually outpace you, sons of guns, and that seems like a decent avenue to take here. In fact, we'll hold you in blast radius just long enough for the fireworks to go off. Beautiful. Not too shabby. And yeah, more yak packs, please. This is just good experience with a minor amount of risk to our well-being. Still some, don't get me wrong. When you constantly make dumb decisions and fly by the seat of your pants, you're destined to run into some problems even in the most opportune of situations, but hopefully we can try to avoid the majority of the trouble here. Let's end our transformation once again. Run headfirst into a mushroom. That's what you get when you don't look where you're running, folks. Always make sure to keep an eye ahead. Otherwise, what good are you really doing yourself? Important notes for the future, I guess. And let us take you upstairs, my friend, and welcome you to the great wide world over yonder. Fantastic. And we'll just keep on keeping on. Let's get statue form online, though, seeing as how there were death yaks involved. Fantastic. And there we go. Now we can end transformation and just kite this death yak into the next week. And that should do the trick. Wow, even failing full mid prism. That's not a good look. That's a 1%, my friends. Hate to see it, but hey, we're still doing just fine and dandy. We'll keep blasting you as much as we safely can. Don't step in that disruption trap, though. Perfect. And does that do the trick? Oh gosh, it's so close. You know what, let's just cut out the middle person there. Beautiful. Not too much of an ask at the end of the day. And I guess we'll keep rinsing and repeating. Do I have any spells that I haven't noticed that we've picked up? Not really. But I am still looking at that refrigeration. It's tempting. We are with Go's Egg, so it's one of the few cases that's really optimized for that. And then we could even just keep training Ice and eventually get Polar Vortex up and running. It's a spell that I haven't tried out too much ever since it was brought in to replace Tornado, so seems like it could be a fun one for sure. For now, let's just bring our friends upstairs and we'll rinse and repeat our general strategy here. At least this time we should have enough magic to just get the job done. That's the dream, at least. That's the goal. We'll see how it goes down here at the end of the day. Fantastic. Much better, to say the least.